Good morning, good morning. It's your friendly neighborhood fifth grade teacher, and we're going to talk about greater than, less than fractions today, as well as adding and subtracting fractions. So make sure you watch this whole video to help you review before you get started on your desk work today. I'm going to flip you around. Hello. Right now, I have this first problem right here. 1/2 or 5/12. Which one is bigger? Which one is smaller? We would call this greater than or less than. I already did the problem, but now we're going to talk about it. Okay, so 1/2, is it greater than, less than, or equal to 5/12? All right, well, if we think about 1/2, let's think about a fraction 1/2, right? I have two pieces here, and one of them would be shaded. That's 1/2. Also, if we think about money, right? That's 50 cents. That's half of $1. What about 5/12? Think about 5/12. If I were to have a circle and separate it into 12 pieces, or even a rectangle and separate it into 12 pieces and color in 5 of those, that might help me get a visual of which one is bigger, 1/2 or 5/12. But the thing is, 5/12. Think about what is half of 12. What is half of 12? Half of 12 is 6/12. Okay, because 6 is half of 12. So 6/12 is the same thing as 1/2. Now 5 is less than 6. So we would actually say that 1/2 is greater than 5/12 because 6/12 is the same thing as 1/2. And since 5 is less than 6, they're not even equal. This one's actually bigger. Okay, and then this symbol right here is the greater than symbol. And how you know is if you were to read this math sentence out loud, you would say 1/2 is greater than 5/12. If it was less than, if we had something like 1/2 and 10/12, okay, 10 is much bigger than 6. 6/12 would be the 1/2, right? So I'm going to say 1/2 is less than 10/12. Okay, so that's how we would say that. Let's look at this problem right here. 7/4 and 1 1/2. Now, the thing about 7/4 is this is what we would call an improper fraction. Improper fractions are when the top number is bigger than the bottom number. Okay, that means that we've already created one whole. Okay, but we just need to figure out how much is left. So let's turn this improper fraction into a mixed number or a proper fraction. And we're going to do that by looking at both the top and the bottom numbers. Okay, my bottom number is a 4 and my top number is a 7. So how many wholes or one entire fraction have we made? Well, how many times can 4 go into 7? 4 can go into 7 one time, okay, with 3 left over. So that essentially means I've made one whole with 3 out of 4 left over. 7/4 is the same thing as 1 3/4 because I made one entire fraction and then I had 3 left over from the 7. Okay, so now that I've made this improper fraction into a proper fraction, which one is bigger or which one is less than? 1 3/4 or 1 1/2. Think back to money. What was 3/4 represented as money? That was quarters. So this could be represented as $1.75. And then this could be represented as $1.50. So which one would you rather have? Would you rather have $1.75 or $1.50? You'd rather have the $1.75. So we would say that 7/4 is greater than 1 1/2. Okay. Now let's just do one more. 1/2 plus 3/4. I want you to think when you're adding fractions. Let's think about money. What is 1/2 of $1? A half of $1 is 50 cents. Plus, what's 3/4 of $1? If you remember fractions and money, you know that you need 4 quarters to make $1. So if I have 3 quarters, that's 25, 50, 75 cents. Okay, and what is 50 cents plus 75 cents? 50 cents plus 75 cents is 1/25. Now, that can be changed into a fraction. That means we have $1 whole and 25 cents is a quarter, right? I need 4 quarters to make $1 and I have 1 quarter. So it's actually equals 1 1/4, okay? Try this one on your own using money, all right? Remember, 4 are the quarters, so 25 cents. And think about what makes money that needs 10. 10 is dimes, 10 cents. So if I have 3 dimes, how much does that make? 10, 20, 30. So it'd be 30 cents. And then you need to figure out what 3/4 would be. Add them together and you figure out the answer. All right? So make sure you review this for your notes if you need and ask questions in small groups. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.